Hey guys, this is going to be a reading for today, and today we are going to answer the question whether you should wait or move on in this connection. And you can pick one of those cards and skip to your pile, and then we are going to take a closer look into your message. So, first pile, we have joy. Second pile, we have inner journey. Third pile, we have death. And now you can intuitively pick one. And this is something that came through collectively, okay? And I feel like everybody that is kind of drawn to my channel is kind of called to listen more to their own intuition. So I really want you to trust your intuition this time, pick your pile, and I see you there, okay? So, see you. Hey Pi 1, this is going to be a reading, and today we are going to take a look into if you should move on or if it is worth it to wait. And you resonated with the joy card, and first I am going to show you your cards that I already drew. Afterwards, we are going to take a look into your tarot and channel some messages from your person and see what is going on in this connection. And afterwards, we are going to take some channeled messages from my little decoration flower thing. And afterwards, we are going to give you final advice. And yeah, I would say let's start. So I drew the cards for you. I call back my power, spiritual maturity, serendipity, and in your shadow aspect, we have gaslighting. So, and when I tapped into your energy, and especially with the shadow aspect, gaslighting being here, I get the sense that you are currently telling yourself something, and if you would truly be honest with yourself, you would already know that this isn't true, that this isn't the answer. And what I'm getting is that at the moment you are in a situation where you feel kind of stuck, sad, angry, even maybe powerless, okay? But I feel like you have this hope inside of yourself that things will get better. Things will get better, they will improve. And I feel like you keep on telling yourself that, and you keep on hanging on to a situation or this person, and you are kind of desiring the best outcome, but by doing so you ignore your current reality. And I feel like what you need to know is that it's so important to take a closer look at what is going on in this connection and in your life and how you truly feel in this moment. And I feel like there is this need for you to truly focus on the present moment. How does this person make you feel right now? Not in the future, not their potential, not what they did make you feel in the past. What do they make you feel right now? And if the answer is they make me feel bad, they make me sad, they make me angry, then you need to kind of change your path in a way where you find joy again, because I feel like that you are telling yourself stories about the future, about the potential, about this connection, and they may are not true. And this doesn't mean that you need to let go of this connection completely. We will take a look into that later. But what it means is that it's time for you to truly be honest with you, because only from that perspective you can make changes and you can stand up for yourself, and this is so important. And with serendipity being here, I feel like that this is going to change so much for you, because if you've been lying to yourself for quite a while and you know that you are lying to yourself, I think we all been there, especially if we see the potential of something, okay? We tend to kind of tell us things to make us feel better about it, but if we would be honest with ourselves, we would know, like, hey, actually this doesn't make me feel good, actually this kind of makes me sad or angry or whatever, you know. And I feel like once you step into that energy of honesty, you will step into brand new energies, okay? And things will actually start improving. And I feel like spirit or universe, whoever you believe in, they are kind of waiting for you to do that because it's time, okay? You deserve to be happy now. The future, the past, it's an illusion, okay? All you ever have is the present moment. So be honest with yourself right now. And this is where you can call back your power. Okay, I call back my power. You can do that by being honest with yourself and where this connection is actually at, not where you want it to be at. Okay, so I would say this is a pretty straightforward beginning, and I would say we go straight into your tarot cards to get more information about your situation. So we got the Six of Cups. We got the Hanged Man. We got the Tower. We got the Two of Wands. And the Nine of Cups. You could be at a distance from this person at the moment, is what I'm getting. Either emotional distance, physical distance, for some of you, okay? The Star. The Ace of Wands. The Hierophant. The Lovers. And last but not least, the Three of Wands. Yeah, I guess for a lot of you, you could be really at a distance from this person at this time, or maybe you are not talking to them at the moment. Maybe this is a separation period, okay? But this message is pretty clear in a way, because I feel like that this is a strong soul connection, okay? We have the Six of Cups here and the Lovers, so I feel like there's definitely love, respect, mutual attraction, and the Star is also here, so there is a lot of good energies, okay? You both are attracted to one another, you both have a lot of love for one another. But with the Tower being here, clarified by the Hierophant, I feel like there was some conflict when it came to labeling the connection. Maybe one of you were kind of afraid of stepping into commitment, or maybe one of you already was dealing with somebody else, okay? Or I don't know, like I'm sorry, the Hierophant speaks about rules, okay? And also commitment. And I feel like there is this distance between you guys because of whatever somebody was not able to do. And I get the strong feeling that this has to do with commitment. Maybe you saw this person with other people, or maybe this person was like hot and cold, or maybe they didn't keep up their promises, okay, whatever it may be. And I am getting this feeling that at this time with the Hanged Man and the Ace of Wands, somebody has like an epiphany, okay? Like they want to take some action, and I feel like that this person has some big and deep insightful realizations about you, about this connection, and they want to act upon it. And I'm getting a lot of fear because maybe you already are in this energy of wanting to move on. I mean, you are currently watching this video, so I feel like you are considering moving on. But with the Nine of Cups and the Three of Wands being here, I'm kind of getting that this is your energy, okay? Roles can be reversed, but this is what I'm intuitively getting. And I feel like you are currently in this really independent energy. You fill up your own cups, okay? The Nine of Cups is a very independent energy. I mean, if you take a look at how he is sitting, he is comfortable, he is independent, he doesn't really need anybody. And I feel like maybe in the past there was some codependency here, okay? But I feel like you shifted your energy. You've leveled up, and you are looking for ways, you are looking for things that fulfill you, that make you happy, and you consider leaving this connection behind because in the past you experienced some pretty rough things in this connection. And with the Tower being here, I feel like you didn't really expect that. So maybe there was also things that broke your trust when it comes to this connection. Maybe you've lost trust in this person, and this created even more distance. And you ask yourself, okay, am I even able to go back in this connection? Am I even able to trust this person again after all they've done? And at the same time, ironically, I see this person changing. But I feel like the big question for you is if you will be able to trust this person again, to trust their words, that their words will match their actions this time, or if they would just disappoint you again. So I feel like this is a really difficult situation for you, because I see you having a lot of love for this person, and I feel like at your heart you really don't really want to let go of this person, because there is this strong soul connection. The Six of Cups also speaks about a connection that we had for a pretty long time, a pretty strong connection. Okay, so I feel like this is a connection that has been around for you for a while now, and maybe you even got used to this person being in your life. You are used to their presence, and with the Star being here, I feel like you really love this person. Okay, but at the same time, I feel like you shifted your energy so much, and you have so much love for yourself. And if you are also now starting to be honest with yourself, starting to be honest with how this person made you feel, I feel like this will even improve your self-love even more, your self-worth. And by that time, you have leveled up so much. And I feel like at this time, you require somebody by your side who's on your level and not beneath you. And I feel like the big question is if this person is able to level up this much to your level. Okay, let's put some more cards. This is pretty interesting, guys. So tell me more about this person. What are they currently going through? The Three of Swords. What else do we got? For pile one's person, we got the Judgment, the Four of Cups, Four of Wands. Interesting energy. And the Justice. I kind of love this energy, guys. I need to be honest with you. Okay, so the Three of Swords, let's start there. The Three of Swords speaks about loss, ending. Okay, and also a pretty deep sadness. So like I've said, I feel like there's distance between you guys at this time. And maybe you have left this person, or there was an argument and you both kind of ended things, okay? And I feel like they are really feeling your distance, and they are feeling that you are not around anymore. And I feel like they feel that you are leaving them behind. And with the Judgment card being here, the Judgment card also speaks about cycles that come to a close. And I feel like this person kinda intuitively knows that things will not be the same as before. And maybe they were in their comfort zone before, okay? And with what I said earlier with the commitment, okay, so maybe this person was somebody who liked to keep things casual, who liked to keep people at an arm's length, and they intuitively know, they feel it in your energy shift, that you will not tolerate that behavior anymore. And they know that it's time to level up. And with the Four of Cups being here, I feel like this person at the moment isn't really interested in anybody else. I feel like maybe they have some people that want their attention, but they are kind of ignoring them or denying them, because I feel like at this time they realize how much you mean to them, how much they actually love you, especially with the Four of Wands being here, okay? So I feel like this person at their core, they desire a commitment, they desire a deep relationship. And also the Justice card is here, like they want to bring justice to the situation, they want to level up. But like I've said, it's up to them, and it will be different for each one of you if this person is able to do the work, because I feel like this person has some work to do on themselves, because otherwise it wouldn't have ended like this. And I feel like the best thing that you can do is to truly be honest with yourself and where you are at, what you desire, what your needs are, what you want. And if this person can meet that in the future, That's awesome, okay? But if they don't, then it's time for you to move on. And I feel like this is also what Spirit wants you to know. This is the time for you to kind of put yourself first, because I feel like in the past maybe you were pretty understanding and loving towards this person, especially because you felt a strong soul bond, okay, and you wanted to understand them, you wanted to give them time and space, but you kind of ignored your own needs and wants while doing so, and it's time to stop that, okay? And what I'm also getting is that maybe in the past this person rejected you, with the Four of Cups being here. Because what I notice from this energy is that this person is uncomfortable with deep emotions, with deep connections. But at the same time, they desire that. So I feel like they are kind of stuck in a trauma, in a pattern, and they need to work on that. And it's not your responsibility to take care of this person in the process, because this is something that they need to go through alone at this time, because otherwise they would hurt you. And I feel like they don't really want to do that, okay? So maybe at times you thought that this person was pretty cold, they didn't care about you, but this is not the case, okay? I feel like this person actually feels pretty deeply, with the Three of Swords being here. And I feel like it hurt them to hurt you, is what I'm hearing. It hurt them to hurt you. And other than that, I feel like this person plans on taking actions towards you. They want to change things. And I feel like this is a pretty uncomfortable change for them, because they are not used to that. They are used to connections that keep them in their comfort zone. And ironically, I feel like this is something that brings you out of your comfort zone as well, because I feel like you are finally stepping up. You are finally putting yourself first. And I feel like this is also new for you, and I feel like this is something that you need to adapt to as well. So I feel like you both are kind of mirroring this in one another. And yeah, I want to see. Let's take back the cards and ask some more questions about your situation. So Spirit, what will happen if Pile 1 waits on this person and takes this person back? What will happen? We got the Hierophant again, the Ten of Cups, the Judgment card, the Ten of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the Knight of Wands, the Moon, the Queen of Cups, the Five of Wands, and the Temperance. So what I'm getting is that it will first take a lot of work to make this work with the Ten of Wands and the Five of Wands being here. And I feel like it has a lot to do with overthinking. And maybe, like I've said earlier on, it will take a lot to trust this person again in a way that you are sure that they will not repeat history, okay? But I feel like nonetheless a big chapter closed off for you, and it has to do with your own self-love. And I feel like no matter what happens, you will be able to put yourself first, and this is a game changer, because you stick to it, you stick to yourself. You don't abandon yourself anymore. And the Ace of Cups and the Temperance card is here. The Ace of Cups speaks about a new beginning, an offer when it comes to love. So I feel like there is this great potential, also with the Ten of Cups being here, of something big that will happen, something fulfilling, a wish fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. But it will take time, it will take work. And I feel like with the Moon being here, it's always something that is kind of hidden for you, because I feel like you have this fear inside of yourself that this person isn't really able to change, and it will take a while for them to prove themselves to you. So this isn't something that will happen tomorrow, okay? This will take time. The Hierophant is clarified by the Knight of Wands, and this is an interesting energy, to be honest. And what I'm getting from this energy is this shift. I feel like this person is really not used to commitment. The Knight of Wands is a kind of player energy, okay? Something that isn't really committed, something that isn't really invested, something that is here and there, then it's gone, okay? Something that is really chaotic in a way, but really passionate, okay? Really fiery, but at the same time, like I said, not the best material for something committed. But the Hierophant is quite the opposite, so it's kind of funny to see these energies combined. And what I'm getting from this is that this person will work on themselves. They will work on themselves to become the Hierophant, to step into that energy. But this isn't something that will happen tomorrow, okay? This will also take time, dedication, and work. So I feel like it comes down to you. Do you trust this person that they will do the work? Yeah. Pie 1. This is a hard question for yourself, I feel like, because like I've said, I feel like especially in the past, you kind of was tempted to imagine your person and their potential, what they could be like. And this is the task for you at the moment, to kind of stop doing that, stop doing living for the future, because you need to come back to the present moment. And like I've said, this will be a game changer for you, because I feel like you will see this person with different eyes, and this will cause them to level up. But like I've said, this will be a challenge for them as well, because relationships are always a mirror, okay? No matter if we are twin flames, soulmates, or if we are like, I don't know, whatever the case may be, okay? It doesn't really matter. Relationships are a great mirror to us, and this person is mirroring you as well. They have challenges as well. The question is, are you willing to do that? Are you willing to suffer while they change? And you need to use your own discernment to answer that question. This isn't something that I can answer you. This isn't something that anybody else can answer you but you, okay? And you need to be honest with yourself. Stop gaslighting yourself, and you will find your answer. Do what's best for you. What would someone do who loves themselves, okay? And act upon that. So, I would say we are going to pull some messages for you from your person and see what they would want to say to you as well. So let's see. This, this, and 2 more. Okay. So let's see what they have to say. So first we got a channeled song. You can look that up if you want to. Lovers from the Past, from a Rose. I don't know how to pronounce their name, but you can look that up. I wanted to protect my heart. So maybe this person was hurt in the past. Maybe they had some bad experiences with relationships, okay? You're an angel. Another song, Arise von Clan. I folded them pretty well, guys. It takes a minute, okay. Other areas in your life need your attention. And I feel like this is a message for you, okay? Like, focus on your self-love, your self-worth. Focus on the present moment. Come back to your presence. Stop abandoning yourself. And we got shadow work is needed. I kind of feel drawn to pull 2 more. So yeah, like I said, guys, I feel like for you it's the best to focus on yourself at this time. Another channel song, gosh, Iris, the Goo Goo Dolls. So maybe you can look up all songs or the one that you feel the most drawn to. And we have telepathic connection. So maybe you have a telepathic connection with this person. This could be your confirmation for that, okay? And I would say we channel some final advice for you and then we close off the reading. But like I've said, guys, I feel like this is a pretty clear message, okay? You both need to work on yourself. You both need some shadow work. You both need to kind of find stability in yourself again, and then you both would have the potential to come back together. But I feel like at this time, when you watch this video, I feel like it's not the time to get back with this person, because I feel like too much has happened and you both would just hurt one another. And you are deserving of love, okay? You are deserving of somebody who makes you feel secure, stable, loved. And if you have nobody that does this at this time for you, you can do it for yourself. And maybe it's time to do that, okay? So, some final advice for pile 1. We got the Queen of Swords. Oh. We got the Four of Wands again. Yeah, like I said, I feel like this is a pretty deep connection. We got the Three of Wands, the Justice. And the Three of Wands is here again. So I truly feel that this is something that is at a distance. So maybe you have a long distance relationship with this person, or this is a long distance connection. And maybe this is another challenge in this connection. And the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is somebody who has up her boundaries, who is strict with her boundaries. And I feel like this is the time for you to practice that. Step into the energy of the Queen of Swords, because I feel like you are an angel, okay? We pulled that little message for you, and I feel like you are really compassionate. You have a big heart, but protect your heart as well. It's time to protect your heart and use discernment. And also the Hermit is here, so I feel like this is definitely a time period for you to kind of be on your be by your own and kind of look inside of your soul. What do you want? What do you need, pile 1? Take care of yourself, act upon it, okay? Maybe meet other people, maybe make some friendships, okay? And kind of take away your focus from this person, because it's not your responsibility to heal them. That is something that only they can do. And I feel like you were the role model for them to kind of step into that energy of healing, okay? But this is all that you could have done for them. This is where your contract in that sense ends with them. And if you want, you can join back into that connection. I definitely see that this potential is here, okay? And the potential of the Ten of Cups, the Four of Wands is also here, but it's combined with the Moon energy, okay? So it's unclear. It's still unclear. It's up to you. It's up to this person. It's up to what you want. Step into your power. Call back your power. Rediscover how powerful you truly are, pile 1, because you are, okay? And this is all I have for you, and I hope it helped. If it did, I would be so happy. If you liked this video, it would help me so much. And also, if you want, you can join my community. I would be so happy to have you here. You can do that by subscribing to my channel. And yeah, this is all I got. And remember, you're always loved, guided, and protected. You just need to ask for it. And I wish you a lovely day, a lovely journey, and I see you next time. Bye! Hey part 2, this is going to be a reading, and today we are going to take a look into whether you should move on or wait in this connection. And you resonated with number 35, Inner Journey. And I already drew some oracle cards for you. I am going to show them to you, and afterwards we are going to go straight into your tarot and kind of reveal some details about your situation. Then we are going to channel some messages from your person, and then we are going to close off the reading with some final advice for you. So I would say let's get into it. So I have soulmates. Raise your vibration is a mantra that calls me to light up. Forgiveness brings freedom, boundaries. And for the shadow aspect, we have enabling. And I think this is quite interesting because the vibe I get for this pile is that first off, you are such a sweet soul. I think you have such a big heart. And I think that this kind of deserves a lot more attention. Okay, I feel like that you are somebody who really deserves a lot more love than you give yourself credit for, because I feel like you always show up for other people. And I feel like that you are also somebody who is really forgiving, who is able to really have a lot of compassion and a lot of love for other people. But I feel like that this is kind of also something that you need to work on, because with the shadow aspect being here enabling, if we enable somebody else's toxic behavior, we kind of prevent them from facing their own shadow, and we are preventing them from growing. So maybe you should take a closer look in your connection and see where you are enabling this person's bad behaviors. Maybe you kind of let things slide. Let's say they've hurt you really badly, okay, and you forgive them really easily. You kind of suck it up and you're kind of like, okay, I've been hurt much worse. It doesn't really matter. I love them so much. I can forgive them. Okay, it's okay. And you are not realizing by doing that that you are preventing them from growing. Because if you say to them, hey, it's okay, it doesn't really matter, it's not your fault, you had such a bad childhood, okay, whatever it may be, you are enabling their toxic behavior, because by doing that, they do not know what impact their actions, their behavior has towards other people. And it's time for you to kind of show people what impact their actions and behavior truly has, especially in this connection. And like I've said, I kind of get the sense that this is a strong connection, okay? But nonetheless, spiritual connections can also be toxic. Just because we have a spiritual connection with somebody doesn't mean that we have this perfect connection, okay? It just means that we are kind of more connected, we kind of vibe on the same frequency, and therefore we have this really special connection with this human being. But nonetheless, we still have toxic traits, toxic behaviors, toxic things that we do and say and whatever, okay? And this just is a possibility for us to grow. And I kind of feel that you use this possibility so much, and I feel like you use every chance you get to grow spiritually. And this is awesome, this is amazing, keep on doing that. But it's so important for you to step out of this enabler role, okay? Because I feel like you didn't do it consciously, okay? So don't blame yourself. But like I've said, it's in your shadow aspect, and we do not really see our shadow. So maybe this is also the first time that you will think about this right now, okay? And I want you to have compassion with yourself, because we all been there, especially if you are really empathic, if you have really a lot of love for people. We tend to kind of forgive too easily. And I feel like you also do that because you do not want to have this burden of anger, resentment, and therefore you want to forgive easily. But you can forgive, okay? But you need to hold people accountable for their actions, for their behavior. And you also need to be this mirror, okay? You need to show people what they did to you. And this doesn't mean that you can never forgive them or that you should be resentful towards them. This just means that you also need to be honest with people and how their behavior impacted you. So, and yeah, with boundaries being here, I feel like this is also like a call for you to work on your boundaries, to show people what your boundaries are, to be pretty clear and strict about them. And yeah, let's get into your tarot and see what comes up for your situation. So Spirit, tell me about pile 2. We got the Justice card, We got the Nine of Swords, the Three of Cups. We got the Eight of Swords and the Eight of Wands. Okay, a lot of overthinking is what I'm already getting for this pile. We got the Seven of Swords. We got the Page of Pentacles. We got the Three of Swords, the Star, and the Ten of Swords. Whew, this is a pretty heavy energy, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. So, first off, I get the sense that with the Three of Swords being here, I feel like that there's some kind of loss, some kind of sadness, okay? I feel like there is a really heavy energy and disconnection going on right now. And I feel like that maybe you or your person or both of you are heavily overthinking right now, okay? And I feel like at one point this was a beautiful connection. It was like flourishing. There was a lot of love going on between you guys. Maybe this was a connection where you both kind of recognized each other's soul, okay? You recognize each other on a soul level, but it kind of got pretty ugly pretty fast is what I'm hearing. And I feel like it had a lot to do with you both still hanging on to toxic patterns. And with the Seven of Swords being here, I feel like there was a lot of avoidance going on, maybe from your person's end, okay? Maybe they didn't really face their shadows. And I feel like, especially with what I just said in the beginning, I feel like that you kind of overlooked that because you recognize this person on a soul level. And I feel like you wanted to move this connection forward, but you were not realizing that there was so much baggage that this person had that it was kind of impossible to move this connection forward in this speed that you wanted it to move forward. Because I feel like there is a lot of sadness about the speed of this connection, if this makes sense, because I feel like you wanted to be in this Eight of Wands energy when it comes to this connection, and this fast moving energy, action oriented moving energy, okay? But the Page of Pentacles is here, and this is a really slow energy, and I feel like this caused you a lot of burden, a lot of sadness, a lot of overthinking, okay? You were in this Nine of Swords energy. You didn't really understood why things weren't going well, why things weren't moving. And I'm also getting that there's maybe some jealousy, maybe a third party situation with the Three of Cups being here. Maybe this person was entertaining other people. You saw this person maybe being really invested in their career, okay? Third party situations didn't always third party situations can also talk about career or family situations, whatever, okay? But I feel like that you saw that this person has the potential to be invested into something, and you didn't really understand why this person wasn't as invested in this connection, okay? And to be honest, what I'm getting for you, Pile 2, is that things aren't quite right in this connection, because like I've said, I feel like there's a lot of avoidance, a lot of toxic behaviors, and I feel like there is this deep need to be honest with yourself. Maybe if you feel drawn to Pile 1, this could be a message for you as well, because Pile 1 was about being honest with themselves, okay? Because Pile 1 was kind of too focused on the potential in the future of the connection and kind of oversaw the presence of this connection. Maybe if you feel drawn to it, this could be a message for you as well. But nonetheless, let's focus on you. What I'm also getting is that there's this need for balance, okay? And accountability, responsibility. And you deserve to have people around you that are responsible for your feelings, okay? That hold themselves responsible for your feelings, and that also hold themselves accountable for your feelings. So if this person did something to hurt you, they need to take responsibility for that. They need to change their behavior, and you deserve that. And it's beautiful that you can forgive so easily, but it's also necessary for you to hold them accountable, because otherwise you kind of prevent them from growing. And maybe this is also frustrating for you, because I feel like this is going on for a while now, and you kind of want to end this. With the Ten of Swords, I feel like that this is something that you want to end. You want to end this painful situation that you are in right now. The Ten of Swords speaks about a painful ending, and I feel like it's so painful for you because you are holding on to this hope, and you are hoping that if you just forgive this person, or if you just kind of see their positive sides, that all their toxic traits will kind of diminish. But this is not the case. You need to hold them accountable. You need to tell them, hey, listen, I need you to change that, otherwise you will hurt me and I cannot tolerate that. Okay, you're not responsible for other people's toxic traits, and don't be an enabler, okay? Because like I've said, you're also preventing them from growing. But let's pull some cards and see what would happen if you would wait for this person and not move on. We got the Four of Cups. We got the Emperor. We got the Five of Cups. We got the Five of Swords. And we got the Ace of Cups. Yeah, so what I'm getting, guys, is that if you would wait for this person, I feel like that you would still be in a lot of pain, okay, with the Five of Cups being here. I feel like that the heaviness of this connection just overweights the positive sides. I feel like that this connection maybe was beautiful at a point, and maybe you recognize this person on a soul level, but nonetheless it's more painful for you than beneficial, and this is a sign for you to move on, okay? From what I am seeing from the cards, it would be beneficial for you to move on, because I feel like that you will also kind of awaken your own divine masculine by doing so, because you are protecting your own feminine, okay? And it doesn't matter if you are male or female, we all not just both, we all have divine masculine and divine feminine energies inside of us, and our divine masculine energy is here to protect our divine feminine energy, and you would step into this emperor energy once you do that, once you take care of yourself, once you protect yourself. And I feel like this is a lesson that you are currently learning. And with the Ace of Cups being here, this is kind of confusing, because the Ace of Cups speaks about an opportunity for love, an opportunity for communication and love, okay? So I feel like that if you would wait, that this person maybe is offering you a cup of love. But nonetheless, I still get the feeling that you cannot really accept that with the Four of Cups being here. I mean, if you take a look at this card, he is rejecting this cup, okay? So maybe this also speaks about that if you would wait on this person, you would be the one that is offering your cup. You would be the one that says, hey, I want to make it work. Hey, I want that. Hey, I want to fight for us. But this person would be in this Four of Cups energy. They would reject your cup. They wouldn't want that, okay? They would not be ready for that, for whatever reason. So I feel like this is a clear sign, guys, okay? And I will always be honest with you. I would not pretend anything. And I can say to you that the cards are telling me that it's time for you to step up, step into your divine masculine energy, protect yourself, and that this connection is currently bringing in more burden than anything else. And it wouldn't change if you would wait for this person, because I feel like by doing so, you are also enabling them, okay? So do not wait around. Step up. Look for connections that are healthy and beneficial for you at this time. And who knows, maybe if you do that, this person actually gets a wake-up call and they will change. But I feel like they need that wake-up call, because maybe they are surrounded by people in their life who are enabling their behaviors. And maybe you are the one who breaks this chain, okay? So maybe this speaks also about you breaking this chain. You enable this person to finally see their toxic traits, their toxic behaviors. And this is also beautiful. So maybe you also need to shift in perspective to see, hey, if I am leaving, I tell them that they they are in the wrong for treating people in that way. It's not right to treat people that badly. So you have my go to kind of move on. I need to tell you, pile 2, okay? But like I've said, if you feel drawn to pile 1, maybe watch that as well. But for pile 1, I got the message that it's kind of hopeful to wait for this person. So at the end of the day, use your own discernment. Use your own intuition. Do what's right for you. Listen to your heart. Listen to yourself. Be honest with yourself, okay? Always. So let's pick some messages from your person on this situation. Okay. So let's see what we got for you. We got a channeled song, Enjoy the Silence from Trevor something. You can look that up if you want to. And also what kind of comes to my mind, I mean, this song speaks about how words are just hurting, okay? Words are hurtful. So maybe this is also a situation where you both are not really able to communicate. You both have a lot to learn when it comes to communication, when it comes to expressing your needs, your wants, your desires, and what it is that you truly want out of this connection, okay? You make me want to believe in love. Abandonment issues. And I feel like this kind of resonates with you. So maybe you enable this person because of your abandonment issues. Maybe you fear losing this person. But I feel like this is kind of something that you need to face, okay? I dream of our future. You're an angel. Another song, Lovers from the Past, from a Rose. This came out for pile 1 as well, okay? Shadow work is needed. This also came out for pile 1. Please forgive me. Okay, yeah, the vibe that I'm getting, guys, is that this is kind of a situation that needs to be kind of put on hold at this time. And I get the sense that this also has the potential to come back around when both of you do the work, when both of you face your shadows. Because like I've said, I feel like this is a strong soul connection. But I feel like this is the time to face your own fears, to stand up for yourself, to stop enabling toxic behaviors. Okay? So let's channel some final advice for you. So I take those cards. And then I'm going to channel some advice. And you have my full compassion, pile 2, okay? I feel like this is not easy for you. So be patient with yourself. Be patient with your journey. It's going to be all right, okay? So some final advice for pile 2. We got the 2 of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Ace of Swords. Okay, what else? The Hermit. This also came out for pile 1's advice. So I feel like there's a lot of similarities there, okay? The Judgment and the Moon. Okay, I like this. I like this. So what Spirit wants you to know? I feel like at this time you are not seeing the full picture with the 2 of Swords being here. And I feel like this is kind of intended to be so by the universe, okay? Also with the Moon card being here, I feel like there is a lot that you do not see at this time. But Spirit wants you to focus on the things that you have control over. Stop controlling situations or people that you truly do not really have control over. And this is kind of confusing, but I hope you know what I mean. And I feel like once you do that, a big cycle comes to a close with the Judgment card being here. The Judgment card speaks about cycles that come to a close. A new cycle that begins that is better, okay? And also the Hermit is here. So this is a time for you being on your own, being in the space where you face your shadow, where you look inside of yourself, see what it is that you want. Ace of Swords, speaking up about it, okay? Not hiding yourself, telling people about what you are going through, about what you are learning, and if they resonate with that, they can continue to be on your journey. If they don't resonate with that, they need to distance themselves from you, okay? Because you do not need to merge your energies with somebody that is not willing to do the same. And the Knight of Swords is also here. So I feel like there is really this need for you to step into this sword energy, because I feel like you are somebody who is really compassionate. I feel like you could be a water sign, or you could have strong water signs in your chart, okay? So I feel like there is this need for you to kind of use your mind, use rational thinking at this time, and this will help you a lot by kind of making the right decisions at this time, focusing on yourself, focusing on what feels right, and standing up for yourself, speak up for yourself, and everything will fall into its place. And this is all I have for you. Thank you so much for listening. And if you like this message, I would be so happy. If you like this video, it would mean so much to me and it would help me so much. And if you want, you can join my community. I would be so happy to have you here. You can do that by subscribing to my channel. And remember, you are always loved, guided, and protected. You just need to ask for it. And this is all I have for you. I wish you so much love and so much healing on your journey, okay? And I see you the next time. Bye. Hey Pi3, this is going to be a reading, and today we are going to take a look into whether you should move on or wait in this connection. And you resonated with number 8, Death. And I already pulled some oracle cards for you. I am going to show them to you, and then we are going to talk about it. Afterwards, we are going to take a look into your tarot and get some more information about your situation. And then we are going to channel some messages from your person. And then we are going to channel some final advice from Spirit for you. And yeah, I would say we go straight into it. So we got, in your shadow, we have number 6, and this speaks about your trauma. Then we have, I trust the wisdom within. You're worthy. And the distorted feminine and the distorted masculine. Okay, so... And what I'm getting for you, Pi3, is that currently you are kind of seeing reality through a filter from your trauma, okay? I feel like at this time you could experience something that reminds you of your past. And with your shadow aspect being here, I feel like you are currently not really aware of that. And what this shadow card speaks about, let's say you had an emotionally unavailable father, okay? And now you kind of see the world through the lens that every man you meet is emotionally unavailable. But this is not the truth. This is because of your trauma. And this will be different for all of you, okay? And I feel like at this time, it could be that the Death card, because the Death card speaks about endings, okay? It could speak about that there is this need to kind of resolve your trauma, to bring in healing, and to heal means to experience the opposite. So let's continue with our example. Let's say you had an emotionally unavailable father. For you to heal would mean to meet a man that is emotionally available, that wants to connect to you emotionally, and this would bring you a lot of healing. And I feel like you are currently telling yourself stories, and maybe you are going down a spiral of negative thoughts, because maybe the situation is something that came up for you over and over and over and over again. But with I trust the wisdom within and the distorted feminine being here, I feel like over time you kind of distrusted your own intuition, because the distorted feminine also talks about not trusting yourself, not trusting your own inner guidance, not your own inner wisdom, okay? Also talks about not feeling worthy enough, but the distorted masculine talks about that as well. But whatever the case may be, I feel like that there's this need for you to truly listen to your intuition, to truly listen to your own guidance. And maybe you seek too much answers from the outside than just listening to yourself. And I mean, you are currently watching a tarot reading, okay? So you are clearly seeking some answers, and this is perfectly fine for kind of seeing things from another perspective. And this is so insightful. I mean, I watch tarot readings myself, but we also need to be careful that we do not put too much value on other people's opinions, okay? Because it's so important to trust yourself, to trust your own wisdom. It's so important. And I mean, I always tell you guys this: trust your intuition, no matter the case, okay? And I feel like this is a case where you have the answers already. You already know what is going on, but you are not really able to trust yourself. Maybe you want to convince yourself that things are not what they are. And I don't know, maybe this is because of your trauma. Maybe you've learned that you cannot really trust yourself, or people told you that you are kind of wrong for how you feel, or whatever the case may be. And I feel like also with the distorted masculine being here, I feel like there's this need to protect yourself more, to protect your own feminine energy. And if you do not trust yourself, if you have a distorted feminine, and if you have a distorted masculine, okay, the distorted masculine enables the distorted feminine, because the distorted masculine does not protect the feminine, and the feminine needs this protection. And if you step into that energy of protecting yourself, of protecting your own opinion, of protecting your own wisdom, your own intuition, you will naturally heal your feminine energy. Because if you start healing one energy, you start healing the other one simultaneously. And this is really beautiful, okay? But now going back to your situation, because I feel like these cards speak about you a lot, okay? I do not really get any energy from your person yet, but we will get it in your tarot cards later. But yeah, let's get into your tarot cards now. Actually, so for pile 3, should you wait or should you move on? We got the Page of Wands, we got the Ace of Cups, we got the 10 of Swords, we got the 4 of Swords, and we got the Ace of Wands. It wanted to come out in the reverse, and I kind of get the sense that it should be that way. So we get the 8 of Pentacles. We got the Lovers, the Queen of Pentacles, the Moon. Oh, geez. Okay. And last but not least, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so to start, I get a lot of self-sabotaging energy for this pile, okay? So I feel like you and your person, and I feel like this is mirroring in this connection, I feel like you both are kind of self-sabotaging, okay? I feel like you both kind of are procrastinating a lot. Maybe this can also go outside of this connection. Maybe you have some things that you always wanted to do, but you've never really did them. And I feel like this is kind of mirroring in this connection. Because with the Ace of Wands in reverse and the Knight of Pentacles being here, I feel like that there is this desire to make something happen, but at the same time you kind of keep it at a distance. You do not really put in much effort, or your person does not really put in much effort. And this could look like in this connection that this person really desires to make something happen, but they always kind of put it in the future. Maybe they speak a lot about the future, that they want to make something happen in the future, but they actually never really follow through, or in the present moment they do not really put in much effort. And with the Four of Swords and the Moon being here, the Four of Swords speaks about resting, okay? And I feel like that at this time, this connection is kind of on hold, or not much is happening. And maybe this is also frustrating for you, because I feel like you desire the stability, you desire certainty, but you kind of do not get this from this connection. But nonetheless, the Ace of Cups is clarified by the Lovers. So I feel like intuitively, you know that this is something big. This has the potential to be something big. The Ace of Cups speaks about an offer in love. And the Lovers is a deep connection. And the Page of Wands is clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. So I feel like there is this need for you and for your person to kind of work on your wounds in regards to procrastination, or this fear of making something truly happen. Because I feel like maybe you both kind of tend to daydream a lot. Maybe you daydream a lot about this connection and what it could be like. And I feel like it has a lot to do with your fear. And I mean, your trauma is in your shadow aspect, so maybe this has to do with your trauma. Maybe you are holding yourself back, or maybe your person is holding themselves back from truly doing something because of self-sabotaging behavior, okay? And self-sabotage can also look like putting something in the future, not taking action right now, and actually losing the chance to truly make it happen by doing so. Okay, so yeah, because actually, I've been working in the past on a disorganized attachment style, because this was my attachment style. And while I was working on that, while I was doing exercises and shadow work on that, okay, I've realized that my attachment style had also a lot to do with how I operate in the world in general, also with how I show up in my workplace, how I show up in general, okay? So maybe there's also this need for you to do some shadow work, to do some healing when it comes to your trauma, like kind of see, okay, what filter do I have with, or how do I say this? Let's say you are a woman, okay, and kind of look inside of yourself and ask yourself, how do I view men? What image of man do I have? Or if you are a man, how do I view women? What image do I have of women? And kind of work with that, because I feel like at this time you are not really seeing things clearly. And maybe this is also an opportunity for you to kind of blame the other person and to kind of get rid of this responsibility. But in fact, I feel like this is a situation where this hasn't a lot to do with the other person, to be honest, okay? I feel like this has a lot to do with yourself and how you see the situation, how you see the world in general. Because I feel like if this would be another person, things would kind of be the same for you, because of this lack of trust that you have in yourself and because of your unhealed trauma. And there's nothing wrong about that, okay? Have compassion with yourself, have patience with yourself, and things will be all right, okay? So let's see. What would happen if pie 3 would wait for this person? We got the King of Cups. We got the Hanged Man. We got the Knight of Wands. We got the Two of Cups. And last but not least, we have the Seven of Swords. Okay, interesting. So what I'm getting is that if you would wait on this person, that there would be the opportunity for you both to kind of dive deep into this connection again. And with the Hangman being here, I feel like there would also be a change in perspective. But nonetheless, we still have this Seven of Swords energy here. So I feel like there is still some avoidance going on. And I feel like this is something that can be prevented by truly looking into yourself, truly looking into this person, and kind of putting all your cards on the table, okay? Not hiding anything. So maybe this is also kind of a warning that things can truly change in this dynamic if you're honest with this person, if you're honest with yourself. And also if you do your shadow work, if you see why you procrastinate, why you like to daydream much more than truly putting in action in the physical world, okay? And with the King of Cups being here, I feel like there is a lot of love that wants to be shared, because the Queen of Cups is an energy that kind of holds her love in, okay? She kind of closes off the cup, but the King of Cups is sitting there with an open cup. So I feel like there is this chance to express your love more openly in the future. And the Knight of Wands is here, and I kind of get the sense that in this case, this energy speaks about a lot of passion that will come in this connection, okay? A lot of desire, a lot of physical attraction. And normally if I would see the Knight of Wands in a different scenario, I wouldn't really like it. But in this case, I truly do like it, because it's combined with the King of Cups and the Two of Cups. So I feel like this is something that is stable, but nonetheless has this exciting spark to it, okay? This compassion to it, and this fire energy, this, yeah, just this truly passionate energy. But I would say, pile 3, that it would be really worth it to wait in this connection. But nonetheless, some things need to end, with the Death card being here, okay? I feel like there's this need for maybe an ego death is what I'm hearing. Maybe you are currently going through an ego death, or your person is going through an ego death. And I'm hearing pure, so maybe it's time for you to get to your core, to be pure again, to be connected to your inner child again, to get this essence of yourself again. And then this truly can work and turn out truly really beautiful. So let's channel some messages from your person, and let's see what they want to say to you right now. One more. This one. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I got a lot for you. Much more than for pile 1 and pile 2. Do not tell them though. So we have unable to trust, and this could be because of your past trauma. And it's funny that I brought up this organized attachment style, because this organized attachment style deals a lot with trust issues and betrayal, fears, okay? We got I need you. We got Arise Clan, beautiful song. If you want, you can look it up. This song also speaks about healing your inner child. You see through me. Oh. The Two of Cups can also speak about a pretty strong soul connection. So, yeah, maybe you both truly see through one another, and maybe this is also really uncomfortable. So we got, you're an angel. We got shadow work is needed. Yeah, I think this is something that is pretty clear, okay? So weak boundaries. So shadow work with your boundaries. Other areas in your life need your attention. Listen to your heart and trust it. I wanted to protect my heart. Yeah. Another channel song from Iris, the Goo Goo Dolls. Okay. So, ask for advice. And last but not least, we have you're too good for me. So I'm also sensing some wounds about self-worth, okay? So take what resonates, leave the rest. Look up the songs, especially Arise from Clan. I feel like this is so fitting for this pile. So it's funny that this came up for you. So, and let's channel some final advice for you and your situation. And yeah, then let's close off the reading after that, 5-3. But like I've said, I feel like this is a time period for you to heal, especially if you've been through a lot, and I feel like this is the case, okay? Especially if you have a lot of distorted masculine and distorted feminine energy, and nothing is fixed, okay, guys? Like, you can always change that. And the better it gets, the better it gets. There's no need to rush. So we got, so funny that I say it and a Temperance card pops out. The Temperance card speaks about patience and healing. So what else do we got? The Death card again. King of Swords, the Hermit. The Hermit came out for all three piles in their advice. So I feel like this is a collective thing. Like, this is really the time for you to dive deep into yourself, seek answers from within, go inside of yourself, look inside of yourself, be clear, speak up. The King of Swords, speak up about things that you want, that you desire, that you discover about yourself, hold yourself accountable. The Death card. And I feel like this is something that comes through for this pie so clearly, that there's this desire on your end, and I feel like this is really a desire that your soul has to let go of your past trauma and to move forward, to let go of the old version of you and kind of invite in new energies, new love, new opportunities. And you have the chance to do this. It's in your hands, okay? And you have the ability to fix it. You have the ability to heal. And do it, pile 3, okay? It will be so worth it. And like I've said, and I feel like I really need to stress that with you for whatever reason, the better it gets, the better it gets. So if you have a lot on your plate, do not worry about it, okay? It's totally okay to take small steps, because small steps also mean improvement. And you will already feel better. There is no need for you to fix everything within one day. This is not possible. And this is too much pressure for you. So be patient with yourself. Be kind, be loving, okay? And the Two of Swords is here. So I feel like this is also a time period for you where there is a lot of uncertainty. And I feel like this is also an opportunity for you to kind of build up in your divine feminine energy, to develop this trust. The divine feminine energy trusts that the universe has her back, that the universe works in her favor, that everything works out for her. She is trusting, okay? So maybe see it as a learning opportunity. And it's hard, okay? It's really hard, especially if we've been through trauma. It's hard to find our faith again and our trust, but you can do it. Temperance card, it will take time, it will take patience, but it will bring in so much healing, so much good energies. And I kind of get the sense for this pile that it will be worth it to wait for this connection. But I feel like you also need to work on yourself. You also need to find healing, to fix some areas in your life. Like this one message said, other areas in your life need your attention. And I feel like this is needed before this connection can truly flourish, and there's nothing wrong with that. Love is patient, okay? I just heard that. Love is patient. This is so beautiful. So this is all I have for you. And if you like this message and this video, I would be so happy if you like this video. It would mean so much to me. And also, if you want to join my community, you can do so by subscribing to my channel. I would be so happy to have you here. And remember, you are always guided, loved, and protected. You just need to ask for it. And thank you so much for listening and being here with me today. And I wish you the best on your journey, and so much healing and so much love. And I see you the next time. Bye, guys.